Let's hope they communicate better tonight as we welcome from New South Wales, Roxanne and Rod Mills. Couple number 2 first met at a ball where she spotted him with 2 girls on each arm. Now, maybe it was the fact that it was a Red Cross function that made her hot-blooded, since she was the one to make the first move. Obviously, her efforts weren't in vain. 4 from South Australia, here are Debbie and Dirk Agate. Our next couple first met at a disco. Since he's a design draftsman, he must have had a well-drawn-up plan of attack. But 2 short years later, they honeymooned in Surfers, and things have been pretty well laid out ever since. From Victoria, say hi to Bambi and Perry Murr. Couple number 4 first met at a bus stop. However, love took a hand in things when she left her glove in his car when he gave her a lift. And 11 months later, he took her all the way, to Brampton Island, that is, for a week's honeymoon. Let's give a warm newlyweds welcome to Sophie and Sam Fishers. Those are our newlyweds for today. And now, here is your host, the star of the Newlywed Game, Ian Tappy.
Thank you, Scott. Good evening, welcome, Australia. The Newlywed Game coming your way, as usual, 4 delightful couples here to entertain us all, we hope. Have yourselves a good time, win some good prizes too, and there are some nice ones on the show. Scotty will tell us about some of them.
Thank you very much, Ian. Maybe just this is what newlyweds are dreaming of. It's a queen-size chiropractic ensemble from Sleepmaker with the finishing touches from Sleeping Beauty. Sweet dreams, newlyweds. Or one of our lucky couples could be off on a holiday for 7 nights, staying at the Whitsunday Wanderers Resort and flying there with Australian Airlines, the friendly way to fly. Or they could be turning on pure viewing. Pleasure, that is, with this 51cm colour television, its own video cassette recorder, and 20 videotapes from Gold Star by Cambrook. Ian, they're just a few of the prizes our contestants select to win tonight on the Newlywed Game.
Thank you, Scott, and some nice ones indeed. First segment coming up, the gentlemen on their own, the ladies have left us all, and they're out of earshot, so to speak. 5-point questions coming up. Gentlemen, relax. Trust me. Those famous words. Let's begin with a really stupid question. Which of these eggs will your wife say you think best describes her on your first date together? Scrambled, hard-boiled, or sunny side up? Sam?
Oh, gotta be nothing but hard-boiled because I'm thick.
Hard-boiled eggs. Perry, what do you think?
I think sunny side up, I think.
Sunny side
Yes.
up, yes. A happy night, was it?
That's right.
Dirk?
Well, when I met Deb, she was blooming, so I'd have to say sunny side up.
Sunny side up. She's still blooming.
She sure is.
Yes. Well, I've heard someone mention it.
Thanks,
That
mate.
blooming Debbie. Rod?
I'll go along with sunny side up also.
Sunny side up?
Yeah,
Good.
sunny side up.
I've just been looking at the names tonight. Sam and Sophie, Perry and Bambi, Dirk and Debbie, and Rod and Roxanne. It's not often we get them the same. Just a little bit of trivia to throw in there. Question 2, fellas. How will your wife say you'd complete this sentence? This is you talking. If I had the key that unlocks my wife's brain, I'd go in there and find out why she always... what? Perry?
Well, she never cleans up the house. It's always a mess.
Ooh. Treading on dangerous territory.
But it's true.
Dirk?
I have no idea. What a silly question to ask me.
What would you say? If you had the key that unlocks my wife's brain, I'd go in there and find out why she always does what? What is she... Is there something she always does that bugs you?
She never sits still. She's always cleaning or moving around.
Miss Precious
Especially
Minutes?
when I'm watching telly. She irritates me. She's crinkling paper and carrying it away. Yeah. Can't handle it.
Like someone with a packet of chips at the...
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Shh. Rod?
Well, not really with the question, but I'd say sleeping and eating, that's constantly on her brain.
She always eats and sleeps?
Yeah, eats and sleeps,
Not
loves
necessarily in that order. Okay, Sam?
Well, I can't keep her awake often enough, so she always sleeps on me.
She always sleeps.
Quite a bit too, you know.
Yeah. Question 3, what will your wife say was your biggest fear about getting married? And it ended up coming true. What was your biggest fear about getting married that ended up coming true? Dirk?
My biggest fear about getting married was getting married.
And it ended up coming true. Yeah, of course it did. Rod?
Probably finances and getting things together.
And? It's come true?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the hardest thing, mate. Earning that elusive quid.
Money.
Sam.
Well, if it was ever going to happen, you know, if we were going to both turn up? And we both did.
Yeah.
But I beat it to the eye like we were supposed to.
Yeah. And it came true, eh?
Don't believe me.
OK, Sam. Perry, what's your answer?
Yes, finances.
Finances,
Yes,
money?
definitely. Yes.
The bane of our lives. All right, while we ruminate on money, let's ruminate on these commercials and we'll be back with the girls. Welcome back to our ladies. They join their husbands and see if they can match their husbands' answers. Girls, a bit crazy, this one. Which of these eggs does your husband think best describes you on your first date together? Hard-boiled, scrambled, or sunny side up? Roxanne.
Oh, my God. Gee, I'd say either scrambled or sunny side up. Scrambled.
Scrambled. For 5 points, did we get a scrambled? I don't think we did. We got a sunny side up. You were so close. Roxanne, you don't have to put on your green dress. Debbie, hard-boiled, scrambled, or sunny side up?
Sunny side up.
Sunny side up?
No wonder I married you.
Yeah, a match. 5 points to Debbie and Dirk. Bambi.
I think I was fairly happy, so I'd say sunny side up.
Sunny side up? What do we get? Yes, we do, from Perry. Perry and Bambi score 5 points. We move to Sophie. What did Sam say?
Definitely hard-boiled.
Definitely hard-boiled. That's a match, too. Going well. Second question, ladies. How did your husband complete this sentence? This is him talking. If I had the key that unlocks my wife's brain, I'd go in there to find out why she always does what? Debbie, what do you always do?
What do I always do?
What do you...
I always tidy up, and it really annoys him.
Is that right? Hey, that's why he married you. I think you've done it again. She never sits still. She's forever flirting around in real precious minutes. Debbie and Dirk go to 10 points. Bambi.
I'd be the exact opposite why I always leave the house terribly untidy.
And Bambi, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Who said it was Thumper's mother?
I've never seen it.
Have you never seen Bambi?
No, I've had a deprived childhood. I've never seen it.
Oh, it's lovely. I think it was Thumper's mother said that. Anyway, Sophie.
Well, everything he asks me, I always answer because. So I suppose why I always say because.
Yeah.
You're never awake long enough to say the word because.
She always sleeps. No match for Sophie and Sam. They stay on 5 points. Roxanne, here's a chance to get some points on the board.
I'd say because I'm always sleeping and eating.
That's exactly what he said. Sleeping and eating. What a life. Ladies, what was your husband's biggest fear about getting married? And it ended up coming true. Bambi? What was his biggest... What do you think was his biggest fear?
I'd say the wedding day. He was fairly nervous. I'd say the wedding day.
The wedding day. Nothing else?
Oh, maybe just that I keep everything untidy.
No.
No?
No. He only mentioned that once. Perry, what was your answer? No, he was just worried about the money and he said it's come true all right. Yeah. No match. Sophie?
I'd say the weather, because we got married in May.
You were worried about the weather?
Yeah. Whether it was going to rain or not, because of the photos.
He was worried about whether you'd turn up or not.
How about turning up first? Forget the weather.
Yeah. No match. Stay on 5 points. Roxanne?
I'd say something to do with the wedding day. I'd say probably me turning up or something going wrong on that day.
Rod says finances. No match.
That too.
Another one. Yeah, I think everyone's worried about money, especially tonight. Debbie?
Best thing I can think of was me turning up, whether I would turn up or not.
He wasn't worried about that, were you, mate?
I don't know whether this is going to be a match or not.
He was just worried about getting married or not. The whole kit and caboodle. I don't think it's a match. Our producer's looking decidedly nasty. So on that note, we'll take a break and be back with just the ladies on their own. See if they fare any better. maybe I can get on the show. Welcome back to the Newlyweds. The gentlemen have left us now, and the girls are on their own. Ladies, we were just talking about this, weren't we, in the break? If we asked the Whoopee Fairy, what would be the answer concerning your husband's recent romantic behaviour? Ahead of the times, behind the times, or just passing the time? Okay. The Whoopee Fairy? What would your answer be? Bambi?
I'd say passing the time.
Just passing the time. Oh, well, he's probably a busy man.
He's working hard.
What does he do for a living?
Design draftsman.
A design draftsman? Oh, that's right, yeah. That's an interesting job, isn't it?
Yes, must be.
Maybe you could help me design. It must be. Debbie? Ahead of, behind the times, or just passing time?
I'd have to say ahead of the times.
Ahead of the times?
Yes.
Lucky girl. Roxanne?
I'd have to say ahead of the times. as
Ahead of the
well.
times? And what does Sophie say?
Ahead of the times.
Hey, Bambi, how are you feeling now? Question 2, 10 points too, these are worth. How will your husband say you would complete this sentence? This is you talking. I sometimes think my husband just never grew up, especially when I see him playing with his what? Debbie.
That's easy. His motorised car.
He's got a motorised car?
Yeah.
What, a
Yeah.
radio-controlled thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, what sort is it?
A frog. Does that mean anything to me?
A frog?
That's what it's called. It just goes around and...
Yes, I think I have seen them advertised. And he's got a motorised frog. Roxanne?
Sorry, could you say the question?
I sometimes think my husband just never grew up, especially when I see him playing with his what?
Oh, plays with everything around the house. Fixes things and...
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's good,
But-
but he's always fiddling with something.
Yeah. Yeah. He should be married to Debbie, perhaps. She's always tidying. Well, she is. She's always tidying things up. Sophie.
Sam's got next to our bed a siren. It's like what's on an ambulance, and he always keeps turning that on.
Are you serious?
Definitely.
What, like a ee-oh, ee-oh?
It goes at different speeds and everything.
Are you sure it's a siren?
Yes, it is.
Bambi.
I was going to say soccer ball, but I'll probably go for our baby. When he's playing with the baby, he sort of goes a bit...
Does he go... Yeah. How old's your baby?
One next week.
One next week? Happy birthday. All right, he plays with the baby. Let's go to the bonus question. 25 points this will be worth. Since you married your husband, will he say you've now got more friends, less friends, or the same number of friends? Sophie?
The same number of friends.
Same number of friends. Bambi?
More friends, I'd say.
More? Debbie?
Same number.
Same number. And Roxanne?
Is it talking about me?
Yes, your friends.
More.
More? OK. Let's have a listen to Scotty. He'll tell us about some of the consolation prizes
Thanks,
you can
Ian.
win tonight.
Yes, this is just a thing, actually, for the next time they go and visit their friends, because our unlucky couples will be travelling in style with this practical and durable luggage comprising of a suitcase with adder wheels for easier movement, a suit bag and an overnight bag. This latest range comes to you with the compliments of airport luggage. And, of course, all of our couples will receive chocolates from Hague's, makers of fine chocolate since 1915.
1915, yes. I remember it well. Hello, gentlemen. Welcome back. 10-point questions coming up, and the girls did very well, I thought. If we asked the Whoopee Fairy, what would be the answer concerning your recent romantic behaviour? Behind the times, ahead of the times, or just passing time? Dirk, you first.
Well, considering this question's worth 10 points, I'd have to say ahead of the times.
Ahead of the times, it is too. And you got a 20. Well done. Harry, what was Bambi's answer?
Definitely behind the times.
Definitely behind the times?
Yeah.
Passing time. No match. You stay on 10 points. But you weren't too far away. Sam?
Well, I've got a few years on my wife, and she's learning from me, so I say ahead of the times.
Ahead of the times. Makes you 15 points. Rod?
Lately, I'd say behind the times. It'd have to be behind the times.
Behind the times? Roxanne said ahead of the times. She was so nice to you. Never mind. 5 points, 20, 10 and 15. You're a bit behind, Rod and Roxanne. You can catch up here. How did your wife complete this sentence, gentlemen? This is her talking. I sometimes think my husband just never grew up, especially when I see him playing with his what? Perry.
I think she'd definitely say soccer ball. Always playing with the soccer ball.
No.
Gee, you were so close too. What about the new baby? Actually, soccer ball was the first thing she said, and she changed her mind and said, no, it'll be the baby. Never mind, you stay on 10 points. Sam?
She keeps complaining about my tools. I like to build things and make things, so whether they're big or small, I say tools.
Tools? No, what about the siren on the side of the bed?
But that's a secret!
A secret? The whole neighbourhood would hear it. No match. You remain on 15 points. And it's no longer a secret. Rod?
Sounds like I'd have a chance to catch up. Just run through the question again.
Yeah, I will, mate.
I've got to do that.
This is your wife talking. I sometimes think my husband just never grew up, especially when I see him playing with his what?
Either playing with friends, clowning around all the time, or acting like an ape.
Acting like an ape?
Yeah, I'm very impressed by the movie Greystoke. Well, I'm playing around. First thing to
show us the answer. You're always fiddling and building things or something. Is that right? Never mind, you stay on 5 points.
Sorry.
Yeah. You're in trouble. Dirk?
I think my neighbours wonder if I've grown up at sometimes because I'd have to say my car.
What car?
My remote control car.
Yeah, that sounds like a match to me. It's worth 10 points. And boy, that puts you well in front with 30 points as we take this break and we're back with our bonus question. Couldn't get a smile out of it. Righto, the bonus question. Let's just run through the scores. Rod and Roxanne on 5. Dirk and Debbie are on 30 points. Perry and Bambi on 10. And Sam and Sophie are on 15. Actually, we can still have a pretty close game, depending on this. Gentlemen, since your wife married you, has she now less friends, more friends, or the same number of friends? Rod, 25 points will give you 30.
I'd say more.
You'd say more friends? And we have a match. Gives you 30 points. And at the moment, you're equal first, you see? Now, if they all fail to answer correctly, you've got a chance of winning, haven't you?
Doubt it.
All right, Dirk. No, not Dirk. Sorry, it's Perry.
Very, very easy. More friends.
More friends?
More friends.
Sure,
Definitely.
25 points give you 35, and you've got it. Sam, 25 points will give you 40, put you in front.
Well, I've snatched her and I've kept her secluded and I've locked the key and all that, and I reckon she's got less friends.
No, you
You reckon
silly
less
boy.
friends? No, the same amount of friends. No match. Bad luck, Sam and Sophie. All right, Dirk and Debbie are the only ones who can win here, with the correct answer, of course. It'll give you 55 points.
You're putting the pressure on me, Ian.
I certainly am, mate.
I'd have to say the same amount of friends.
You'd have to say the same amount of friends. We have a match, and we have a winner. Dirk and Debbie tonight with 55 points, and here's their prize.
Yes, congratulations, Dirk and Debbie. Get ready to pack your bags because you're off on your second honeymoon. 7 days of fun, sun and relaxation. Staying in a self-contained unit at Whitsundays Wanderers Resort, Queensland. And, of course, flying Australian Airlines, the friendly way to fly. It's valued at $2,049. And your second honeymoon comes to you with the compliments of Whitsunday Wanderers Resort, Australian Airlines and the Newlywed Game.
Thank you, Scotty. Beautiful part of Australia too, up in the Whitsundays, and flying Australian Airlines. The only way to fly. Congratulations to Dirk and Debbie, 55 points. That'll be a great second honeymoon for you.
Thanks very much, Ian. Appreciate it.
Now, pleasure. To the others, commiserations. You gave it your best shot. Not bad scores, Sam. You're a little bit down there, son, I thought. But never mind. Thanks for being on the show, all of you. And thanks to you at home for joining us tonight on the Newlyweds Game. And we'll see you next time around. Until then, God bless.
Ian Turpie dressed by Tony Barlow Menswear. Ian's shoes by John Carandonis. Our couples fly Australian Airlines and choose to stay at Travelodge.
Tonight at 8:30, be watching as we continue the epic saga of the Manions of America. And fate conspires to bring Rory and Rachel together in their new land. But life will prove hard, and news from their native island won't help. Pierce Brosnan and Kathleen Bella star in The Manions of America, continuing tonight at 8:30. But right now, join us for a new series of a great comedy, Who's the Boss? Next on 9.
This has been a Fremantle 9 Network production. Scott McBain speaking.